Because politics and infighting isn't our idea of an entertaining morning show.
Politics and infighting.
Is that WNBC from like 82?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's those nitwits across the street. They said politics and infighting isn't their idea of a good show.
You want to play the whole promo?
I'm sure.
How long is it? It's pretty long, isn't it, or no?
About a minute.
Is it really?
35 seconds.
All right, you want to hear it?
Sure.
You think it's going to get people...
I don't know if we're allowed to.
What do you mean?
Entercom might send us a cease and desist.
You still? Can we listen? Play Wingo and Golic sound? You still worried about them?
What was I worried about?
Remember first you're like, we should play...
No, the first day I said there'd be a curiosity factor.
How small a curiosity factor thing?
Small.
Have you thought that show in like a month?
Absolutely not. I saw the story that they might bring Mike and Mike back together. It's not working.
What's not working?
Wingo and Golic.
But Get Up's working, so why would they take it away from there?
Failing miserably.
You don't think we can play this?
No, we can do it, I guess. I don't
The program
know.
director sent it to us.
I know, but he just...
Yeah, but he knows we're going to play it if we send it to him.
Go ahead, play it.
All right, go ahead.
Thursday mornings at 8. It's Toucher and Rich's Laugh, Damn It.
Hey, this is from me. This is from Nicky Knuckles.
Drunken Recaps. Ask a Pink
Get up
Cat.
around 10 a.m., eat a bowl of pasta.
Townie Jeopardy. And more.
Poker face?
Yes, more.
Don't mind if I do.
Thursdays at 8.
Oh my God, I love it.
Because politics and infighting isn't our idea of an entertaining morning show.
Just got hit with a hog, so what can I expect?
Toucher.
Jesus Christ.
God. Wasn't the point to include like the funny stuff in that?
I mean,
I thought we had bad promos. Special needs person and mocked him.
Video of him playing golf or something?
Yeah. No, a real.
Oh, yeah, sure, yes.
And we've
find that
seen.
funny at all.
Right. I don't either.
Absolutely not. Those guys have fun. We don't have fun. They have fun. We've had no fun today.
No, we
laughs
don't have
at
any
all,
laughs.
nothing.
No fun.
No infighting.
No.
They don't do it. We don't do it. We made a deal with those guys.
We do infighting, but that's not good radio.
Right.
They don't do it, right?
They never do it, do they?
Not that I could find.
There's no record of that.
No.
So when Fred Toucher, say, in April, has an intern call him to wake him up every morning?
I think it's a producer.
Which, it is really?
Yes.
Which gives you some idea. I mean, God knows.
Why would you need a phone call to wake up?
What's
you
the
make
alarm?
Don't you just make your phone
Can't you
ring?
set like 6 alarms?
Your phone
I'm saying you
rings.
set your phone 6 different times during the night.
But my phone rings, and that's when I get up. But I set it. I don't have someone call me.
No, neither do I. And by the way, I'm
You
usually
can
up.
literally set it on a ring.
I'm also up anyway, usually.
But, so what? If you have trouble getting up, you set an alarm.
Right. It doesn't seem that difficult.
Grown-ups get up when their alarm goes off.
And so, Fred, no infighting here, though, right?
No, this is no infighting.
All right, let me hear it.
They don't want you to lie on your back. That's the one thing. Thanks for the call today, Bert. They, you idiot. Hey, the guy had a
Grown-ass man. I shouldn't have to be calling you. You have a wife and kids and a dog.
You have a job. Whoa, come here. You have a job.
Whoa.
Whoa, come here.
What?
You shouldn't be calling me in the morning?
No! You're older than me. Don't you have a phone? Don't you have your phone ringer or something that wakes you up?
Go home.
All right.
What just happened? We need no, go home. You don't yell at me like that in the morning. I mean, can you imagine that attitude?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I understand, and that sucks, and he shouldn't do that. He gets paid to do that, but
No, it's too tough for him. He's got to go cut bananas at the health food store.
Oh, these guys are a lot of fun, man. They have a lot of laughs.
God.
Gee, so people give me crap. So this is the show that Chad Finn says is the most fun in Boston, right?
Yeah. Best chemistry.
This guy is screaming at some producer because he didn't call him to wake him up in the morning. I know we can be demanding sometimes. I can't speak for John or Jerry. I'm pretty confident. Have any of us ever asked you to place a wake-up call to us?
Never.
Why would you?
I don't even understand it. And then he gets mad at the guy.
What happens when your alarm goes off?
Whoever that guy is right. Like, you're an adult. You have a family.
You need a producer to call your phone.
And I would say that's actually not his job.
It's not
to wake up Fred Toucher.
So no, go home.
Is that why Fred keeps showing up?
Is
that why Fred keeps showing up at 7:30 for the show?
Probably so. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get a wake up call.
No infighting though, right?
No.
So
no
they just do
infighting.
wacky. They do Townie Jeopardy, and Fred yells at producers, but there's no politics.
No.
No wacky.
Well, I mean, they could do politics if they were smart enough.
Yeah, they're not capable. They're two idiots. But I mean, that's what they do.
Right.
And they lose time and time and time.
And they talk to drunks who are about to get in their car and drive home.
And that's their shot at us. Like, hey, you guys talk politics, and we're fun. We have fun. We yell at producers, and we play bits for the last 10 years.
Right.
Unbelievable.
And we mock and ridicule
And Rich Shirtley, who everybody
assistant.
hates, by the way. Everyone who's dealt with him has told me he's an a-hole. The two of them can't stand each other anyway, but they really like each other. Rich Shirtley is sitting there agreeing with Fred Toucher about that. Do you think he privately believes that it's cool that Fred Toucher is yelling at a producer?
Needs a producer to call him. Why doesn't he go over his house and nudge him?
I mean, really? Was he a limo driver, too?
I'm sorry I don't have my mother to come shake me awake.
What? Mother? You have an alarm clock or a phone.
I presume you make a nice living. Like, I'm pretty sure you have a phone or, you know, I don't know, if you got 3 phones. Difficult.
Why don't you get your old lady?
I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to have Ken call me to wake me up now in the morning.
But what would the difference be if Ken called
The difference between your phone ringing and the sound of an alarm with the phone ringing? Really different. I don't even get it.
So you can push a button and your phone will ring at 4 a.m.
What a dick. I mean,
or
seriously.
Ken can dial the phone and your phone will ring at 4 a.m.
What does he think he is? I mean, I know I can be a pain, but Jesus.
Yeah, you can be.
But call me?
That is a little ridiculous.
I mean, I'm sure Fred, you know, given the times and days that Fred occasionally tweets and the way he sounds,
I could
I'm
see
sure
Dino doing that, but he'd only do it because he couldn't figure out how to.
Right.
You know.
Yes. My guess is Fred sleeps deeply at night sometimes.
Yes. Right.
But so what? Like, again, what's that going to change?
Should probably call him the night before and tell him to go to bed.
Right. Again, you could set your alarm at whatever, 4:12, 4:18, 4:26, 4:40.
Right.
I have 3 of them. Just, you know, the latest I can get up.
I have 4.
I have 6 of
Because
them.
politics and infighting isn't our idea of an entertaining morning show.
You don't like that infighting.
Politics. What does that mean anyway?
It's
these guys listen. These
people,
guys listen. I thought Fred and Rich were smarter than that. They listen to these dumb program directors.
Right. They say
moron Mike Thomas.
If you talk
he's probably
about
friends with our moron boss at some point, right?
Yes. So if you talk about, I don't know, Donald Trump, you know, that's politics. We don't do that.
Like Stormy Daniels is
right. Stormy Daniels or
Schneiderman or like I don't understand it.
It's always been an excuse for people who aren't smart enough to do it.
We're just afraid. I
Right.
know.
Oh, good point. Just afraid, or people like, you know, we have some on this station too say, I don't know, I don't like it. My friends and I don't talk about.
We don't talk about that.
We
stuff.
talk about hockey. We don't talk about Donald Trump.
You know, my favorite 2 letters of the alphabet are X and O. X's and O's. That's my favorite.
And sometimes we do Jimmy's and Joe's.
Anytime the politics and the sports sort of cross over like this, it drives me bananas.
Does it? It drives you bananas, Tony?
Bananas.
Like, what happens? Like, you run around and hit your head in the wall? Like, you know you don't know where you are? So it really drives you bananas? Fool. And then, we don't do infighting, but no, we yell at some random producer making $26,000 a year because he doesn't call a guy on the phone who's probably making 20 times that much.
It's like, get up. What does he say when he picks up?
Hey, good morning.
Morning. Sleepy head.
Oh, Fred's so grumpy. You have to wake him up. He hates the job so much. He's such a curmudgeon. Oh, you got to wake him up. Wake him up. You have a friggin' alarm, you phony. People always say to me, you're not Howard Stern. You're not. Nobody cares if you go away. We call him and wake him up. Oh, got to wake Fred up today.
Oh.
So no, go home.
What happens
and then never come back.
Whoa.
Oh.
What happens if he doesn't wake up? Does he not go to work?
Well, we've seen this the last couple months. He's shown up late a bunch of times.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
How do you know that?
People were tweeting at me, and somebody mentioned this to me. It was Hannon or Zarbano or something. He's shown up at like 7:30, like 3 times in a week.
Here, really?
Which I don't know. I've never done.
No, you just leave early.
Or I take the day off from the bad mood. But
Right.
at least
Or
I
you
give you
just
some.
walk out in the middle of the show.
I give you some advance of the day before. Like I'm going to
Give me an
pretend.
advance yesterday?
No, but I'll be like the time with Andy Hartman. I'm going to pretend to be sick tomorrow. I hate management, so I'm not coming into
And
work.
you left it to me to do 4 hours with Andy Hart. I thought we were friends.
It was a fine show.
Oh, you suck.
I gave you 12, 14 hours
You
in
suck.
advance. But imagine me saying,
I'm tired lately. Can you call me tomorrow morning?
I was gonna say, imagine me saying, Ken, you know what, Ken? I mean, he'd be happy to do it.
The last time I was at a hotel, I was going to call for a wake-up call, and I said, why, dude, that's stupid.
But that's somebody's job.
Right, which you do, I guess, as a backup. But
yes.
there's nothing easier than setting your phone.
I actually did it when I was in Austin because I knew I was getting up early and I was tired. I
But
set
you
the
did your
alarm.
phone also.
Yeah, but just in case.
Right.
Although they forget half the time.
Right.
But still, I don't.
It's automatic when you do it at a hotel. It's just a system.
No, mine's a lady. She called. Yeah, we had a good conversation.
It's usually a system. He's right.
No, mine was an individual woman.
Wow.
Yeah, we connected. We bonded big time. But I don't.
Did she eat an apple the night before for you?
Yeah, she did. Is that infighting or no?
That is the definition of
Okay,
infighting.
I'm just trying to get
Sending
things
a
clear
guy
here.
home.
You shouldn't be calling me in the morning?
No, he's
Who's the
whoever
guy
that is
yelling
right.
no?
That's my guy, whoever he is.
He's just one of the producers. I honestly don't know.
Give
I
him
like
credit. Right. He's standing up for himself.
Come on,
Unlike Ken.
Right.
That guy who's probably a total moron
Hey, I'm
stands
not
up for
calling
himself.
Kirk in the morning. Forget it.
Okay, tell him to call you tomorrow. See what he says.
All right, give me a call tomorrow, would you?
Okay.
Thanks.
Sad.
If you don't, you're gone. If you forget,
Are you going to wear that shirt again tomorrow?
you
Hell
should.
yes,
you
if I want to, I will.
Should. You actually should. But we should. I should do that now.
Why don't you go to the movies with him? He's your boy.
Ooh, that's true.
I
You haven't seen it yet.
I'm a really good dad. I'm busy with my kids.
Right? No, you're not.
I can bring Harry.
Go to the matinee before he gets. What time's Harry get home?
Like 2:30. That's right. Sometime.
Like noon showing.
Taping the podcast today noon. You know me. Wednesday's library volunteer at Kate's school.
Oh wow. Blow it off.
Screw it.
Yeah, you're
go see the Avengers.
Right.
Wake me up. Wake me up.
Wake me up.
Dino, you're right. Dino would do that because he wouldn't figure out. He'd be trying to figure out. Can you wake me up tomorrow at? If he knows you and I are around 2:26 a.m.
Lumpy. I mean 4:45.
I mean 5:12.
No, I was with him for how many years? 7. He was always 3:45. Always.
Right. That's true. That's true. But he got competitive though.
Yes.
And he always had to be the first one here.
Yes.
That was a big deal.
Yes, and if he wasn't, he'd explain to you what happened. You know, that he was stuck on a big hill, icy hill. Or
Although I come in now like 3 or 4 minutes later because I read everything the night before anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. You can come in.
Nah,
bother me when you come in anyway.
No, I think like post 5:40 is weird. 5:40 to me is
That's taking a chance that something could go wrong.
And also that arriving here, but also like you feel a little rushed at that point. But
And
5:15,
then we have our
you
show.
don't get here at 5. I know
Then
Dino
we have
read-
our show meeting.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we
talk about things.
Yeah. I don't know what to say
Trump,
about that promo. That
politics,
promo is, I can't make fun of our
infighting.
guys anymore. Greg Bird, what's his name?
Justin Dove does a great job.
I can't make fun of Justin Dove anymore.
That's true. I thought ours were bad. That's worse.
That's horrendous. And they're proud of that tweet. What's that idiot tweeted it out?
Yeah, the program director sent it out.
Yeah, because the guy said, I have a bowl of pasta.
Yeah, Mike Thomas.
Where's the funny parts?
Let me get it.
Later today, Sox lefty Drew Pomerantz is looking to make some positive gains.
All right, well, yeah, there you go.
Make some positive gains.
But to your point, the radio business...
You know there are no negative gains? Do you know that? That's an unnecessary word.
The radio business, though, and this is why I've done so well, and I think you have too, is filled with people who are stupid. So if you have any measure of intellect, you're going to move up.
True.
You know what I mean? Like that person, Justin Dove is stupid. Right. The guy who did that promo is stupid. Like the people who we work for are stupid.
Right. No question.
So you're fine. Like you'll always be okay.
Right.
If some intellectual curiosity, it goes
surprising.
so far ahead.
It's another reason like writers are
better on the radio.
Envious of radio people because in many cases they don't make as much money, but they're smarter.
Yeah, they know yes, but they're also pusses though.
Right. They have flaws, but they're smarter, and they look at radio guys and they say, or TV guys, and they say those morons.
Well, Phil Zachary would tell me sometimes that radio is a business of D students, is what he said, and I think that's true.
It is
like
for the most part.
Right.
And if you can, if you're not a total moron, you can succeed.
Okay. Now here's a message to Mark Hannon, our general manager. Thursday, 4/14 tomorrow. Give me a call. Okay? Just in case Ken doesn't go through. Does that sound good?
You should have 2 or 3 people call.
Yeah, just to be safe. Just so you know, I can show up for the job I'm paid to do. You can't wake up in the morning.
So no, go home. And then never come back.
That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a really fun show, doesn't it?
Chris would call you.
But I would never ask him to do that. That's not his job.
But he would. He'd come over and wake you.
Well, it's different. It's different if it's not
you
my job and I choose to do it versus being instructed and told to leave if
He'd
I
come
don't.
home and bring you a vegan cupcake.
Again, this is a guy who is on video. First of all, obviously, when his wife is into the BDSM community,
Correct.
He tapes it.
Yes.
And occasionally, when the guy's too tired, Chris will give the nuts a little tickle for him to keep things going, keep things alive.
Only if she tells him to.
Yeah, well, obviously. If not, you get boom, you get a right hand across the face. All right, 617-779. Now that was fun. 617-779-7937. We'll be right back.
And I said, thanks for the phone call. And then he flipped out. So no, go home. And then never come back. The discussion is never come back. Nick doesn't have a job. He can come in every day. It sucks at getting street audio. I don't really know what the point is. What, he's dumb? Okay. Unbelievable. Between him and my wife.
Oh, fun there. Jeez.
Wife's dumb.
Did you get that on the 98.5 website or on the app? Or?
Well, that's not a place you're going to find that sound. They scrubbed the audio from their
It
website.
doesn't exist. Wow. Wow, jeez.
We would never do
Can't
that.
imagine what that's like. All right, hour 4 coming up. 617-779-7937. Sounds like Fred Toucher took the bait and fought back at us.
Really?
Do we
Is
have
that
it
true,
sounded?
Curtis?
We will have it during the break.
It sounds like it sounds to me, when the tweets I got, he's talking to somebody on the inside here and knows some gossip, too.
Do you want to free one of the hostages? Will you like Trump?
Can it be me?
Let them go back over there?
All right, we'll be right back.
It's Kirk and Callahan with Kirk Minifan and Gerry Callahan. on Sports Radio WEEI.
It's amazing how you guys are number one in the ratings. Oh, that's right, because your show sucks and Kirk and Callahan is way better.
Oh, really? So who am I going to fake fight today? Am I going to go after Shaughnessy? I don't care. See, I don't care what they do. They react to what I say.
You definitely tell that's the case. There's no question, right?
Care at all what you say.
No, not his head at all. Yeah. It's nice, though. Well, the real estate in Fred Toucher's head was a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be 5 years ago when I came and ruined his life. He was the cool guy in town, you know.
What's he saying about us?
What are the charges are being lobbied against me? Is this personal attacks? I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
Pretty harsh. We call Mudd a monkey, so that's a ripoff of Howard Stern. That's the whole rant he went on against Kirk again, that he's a Howard Stern wannabe.
This is the guy who I just heard yell at an intern or producer for not waking up in the morning, and I'm ripping off Howard Stern?
Yeah, right.
I mean, where does that... first of all, we all rip off Howard Stern. He's the greatest ever at it. Secondly, would you say it's a Stern one-on-one bit right there?
Well, it's yelling at your producer for not waking you up.
I've heard Howard do that exact bit.
I can't even tell if it's real.
By the way, pre-cell phone, Stern would do stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, I can understand
now that everyone has a cell phone, it seems kind of lame.
Right,
you shouldn't be calling me in the morning?
No! Forget, let's hear him going after us. Do we have the sound yet?
Yes, sir.
Let's hear some.
98.5, the Sports Over Toucher and Rich. You know what's fun is to proclaim that your show's been number one for 2 years and then copy Stern to such a fantastic degree that you describe one of the people on your show as looking like a monkey, as if that is not Baba Booey for 40 years has been called that. You hacks. You pieces of garbage. Kevin Millar from MLB Network is the co-host.
Is that true, really?
It's infuriating that Stern was in this market and that it's allowed to get ripped off to that such a degree. Mutt looks like he's a monkey. Oh, really? Call him Baba Booey. You can watch Kevin co-host Intentional Talk weekdays at 5 p.m.
Third place.
And by the way, third place and crashing. That is a disaster.
Whoa, who's in third place?
They're saying that our show's
we're in third place?
Oh, wow.
I got an email here from the boss. He said this yesterday. Month by month over the last 14-month average. This is 25-54 men. By the way, this is not including WVEI in the Boston market, though I would include it myself because it should count, but we're not.
Well, of course.
March 2017, first place. April, first place. May, second place. We finished second to Touch on Rich that month. Congratulations. Joey says we can blame my mom and dad and your mom for all dying in that stretch.
That's true. It's their fault.
June, first place. July, first place. August, first place. September, first place. October, first place. November, first place. December, first place. Holiday Book, first place. January, 12.2, second place. Touch on Rich should have the Patriots playoff run. Celtics and Bruins in it. They were number one that month. Unlike them, we will say when they were number one that 1 month. February, first place. The last month, first place. 2 weeklies ago, first place. Did they beat us in the last weekly? Yes, they did. Congratulations to Toucher and Rich. They are now at the point where they are talking about weeklies.
So
awesome.
That's
congratulations.
12 out of 14
We're just
months?
being honest. Now, Fred, if you want to call in here, or I can call in there, whichever one you'd like, and we can have this discussion. It's 25-54 males. Last 14 months, we've won 12 of them.
Right.
5 books in a row.
And they had, once again, the New England Patriots. That would be the team that went to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. In both those years.
Right. I have 2 teams making two
and
playoff
the
runs
Celtics
right now.
And the Bruins.
Right. And the
Boston Globe in their back pocket.
And to his point, we do have Mutt at night. So that's a big deficit. And I'd say some of the other day parts, there's differences as well.
And who wouldn't look at Mutt and think about a monkey?
Well, I don't even know what that has to do with, like, other stuff we do, like the Whack Pack we know that people know about Stern. Like, there's no secret.
Right.
And the Mutt thing has nothing to do with Baba Boo. He's hairy as hell.
Yes, he's a little
he's a little guy,
muscular.
It's so dumb. Okay,
hairy.
Like, you got us, Fred. I was trying to keep a secret from Boston that Baba Booey is a character on the Stern Show. Right. Oh, Jesus, is the joke been dropped on me?
You know what? They make fun of their I don't know, was a producer, their guy who's got some issues.
Stern never did that.
Stern. I think Stern did that too.
So they have weird guys go out interview people like at events.
Yeah, that's fresh.
Oh, Stern. Why didn't Stern ever think of that?
That's true. He could send a guy out there.
Here's a tip. With a speech
Fred. Impediment.
Well, does Fred say we're garbage or we're jerks?
Hacks.
Here's a tip, Fred. We're all ripping off Howard Stern to some extent. He's the greatest ever. He was the greatest ever at it. That's
hacks.
Now, I mean, I'm not sure. Like, of course, who doesn't do that?
Right, so they send
He's stupid. Who should I rip off? Dale Arnold, Mike Greenberg? Like, I don't understand that. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Mike Salk?
I grew up listening to the guy. He's the best ever. I'm not Howard Stern. There are things Stern does that I like and try and incorporate to some extent in our show, but I'm also an individual. And I've won, well, Jerry, I guess to some extent too. Last 14 months, 12 books, 25-54, Fred. Why don't you go on the air and tell the truth? That's what we're doing.
Pieces of garbage.
That's all. Pieces of garbage. So dumb.
They send their guy
He
out.
talks to me fine at the Super Bowl. We got along great. Like I don't think he's a piece of garbage at
Did
all.
Stern ever do drunk driving recaps?
I don't know.
Talk
It's a
to
good
drunks
question.
before they got in the car on the way home from the games.
It's a good question.
Crashing. It's a disaster.
I don't
Have fun
remember.
getting fired.
How many get fired? What is he talking about?
Well, want to hear him?
Sure, yeah, we'll play it.
Crashing. It's a disaster. Have fun getting fired. You can watch Kevin co-host Intentional Talk, and believe me, I know you can watch Kevin co-host Intentional Talk, and I'm not lying. I am not lying to you. And you know what that puts? Money in my pocket, because there's going to be a bidding war for this show like you've never seen.
Oh, but first of all, I have no doubt.
what?
I have no doubt that our general manager, who was his general manager, would love to blow us out and put Fred Toucher on the radio. There's no doubt about that.
There's going to be a bidding war for what?
For Toucher
Freddie T.
in 2 years.
When?
After they
2
fire
years.
me in 2 years, yeah.
Oh.
Keep in mind, we just won the last monthly, and we won the weekly 2 weeks ago. Where are we crashing?
Is he really having Kevin Millar on amidst all this?
He eventually joins the show. This
Of
was
course.
his.
Yeah. But he's a huge talent. It's Kevin Millar.
A bidding war.
Oh, he'll be lining up for Fred Toucher.
Right, yeah.
Who's won 2 books, not 2 books, Jesus, 2 monthlies in 14 months. Congratulations. And by the way, this last weekly he's talking about, he didn't win that either.
That's true.
Hillman beat him.
Played some more.
That's pretty much.
That's it. That was epic.
Did he say that a lot, that he's going to be a bidding war for his services?
That was the first I heard of it this morning. They're feeling pretty good.
Oh.
Because congratulations. You beat us.
Just because
you
they
beat
know
us.
their former general managers over here?
Yeah, and he likes them and hates me. Likes you. You'll probably be on with them.
Whatever it takes.
But here's the honesty. See, the correct
bills to pay.
We have a weekly every week, and the last weekly, Toucher and Rich beat us in the last weekly. Congratulations. And by the way, Greg Hill beat them. The weekly before that, we won easily. The month before, we won easily. We'll probably win this month, and we're going to probably, even with the, put it this way, if they don't win this book, with the Bruins making a run, the Celtics still in the playoffs, good luck. You'll never win one again.
Right.
I'm over it. 2 years on MLB Network tomorrow. The show will air live at behind Hillman. We'll air live from Yankee Stadium.
Huge numbers at night. Which helps.
You're also behind Hillman. Congratulations to Greg Hill. I don't care. He won the weekly. Awesome.
Right. He's our intercom caller.
I like Greg. I don't have a problem with Greg. But it's called a book. There's 12 weeklies in there. Congratulations. You beat us in one for once. And now you're touting weekly wins?
Then he says, who cares?
Yeah, we don't care. And Rich,
We
third
don't care.
place. Awesome guy. Great guy.
I don't care. See, I don't care.
Fred, I care. You care. We all care. Enough with that. Enough with pretending you're not a Stern knockoff too. Enough with pretending you don't care. Enough that we're not in your heads. Enough with the lies. There's promos, talks of weeklies. We all care. It's what we get. You should. If you don't care, then you should leave.
He doesn't care when he loses, which is
all the time.
A lot.
That's 5 books in a row.
Right. And he says, who cares? He had a little fight with Lou on Twitter. Why do you care? Can you imagine playing a game like a sport and not caring whether you win?
Plenty of people in this building who don't care. Plenty.
True.
So when Fred comes here and it's a Touch and Rich show and they take over for us, he'll be
happy because there are people, he'll be working for people who don't care.
I can't believe I'm in Fred's head this much. It's depressing.
I don't care.
Yeah, you guys were getting along so well, too.
I know. I like
Super Bowl.
Here's the thing. You talk about fake. I don't dislike Fred Toucher at all. He's pretending like I'm garbage now.
You hacks.
You were at the Super Bowl with us, right?
Oh, yeah. You guys spoke for 15 minutes.
It's fine. What do I have against him?
Was I there?
No, it was at media night.
Media night.
Pieces of garbage.
Yeah, where were you?
I don't know. I didn't go.
Of course. Fitting perfectly with those guys in 2 years.
Yeah,
Can you hang on for 2 more years?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you do
yes,
it? All right, good.
Yes.
Good.
I'm a survivor.
Toucher, Rich, and Callahan?
Yes. That doesn't have a good ring to it.
Rich and Callahan. Rich and Callahan's on.
Got to get rid of one of them.
TNC, Toucher and Callahan.
That's okay, yeah.
That's not a bad show. I listen to that.
Well, we won't talk politics, though.
No.
Right?
And there's no infighting.
No fighting?
Let's be clear about that.
No fighting, no
Wouldn't
politics.
that qualify as gossipy inside radio
But they
stuff
like
right
to have
there?
beat guys on, talk sports.
Kevin Millar.
Yeah.
And they don't like Stern stuff. So when they have a guy go and interview people at red carpets and ask dumb questions, they created that.
Completely original.
Completely originated.
Because politics and infighting isn't our idea of an entertaining morning show.
Okay, yeah, I hate you too. You're garbage. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I mean, he's rattled. I don't blame him. He's rattled. What would you do?
You're not a nice guy.
No, but I'm sure he's perfectly fine. Every time I've met him, he's been very nice to me. He said how much he likes the show, appreciates my talent.
I've never met him.
Pieces of garbage.
You've never met him?
No.
The Super Bowl, you haven't seen him?
I've seen him, never met him.
But you're not going to pretend like you hate him if you see him, right? Like we're in a war?
No.
I mean, it's just dumb.
I don't think. I mean, I don't care.
Talking about us all the time.
We talk about them all the time. But you could say, they had a promo where they went after us in the balls to call us out, so we made some fun of it, and they don't like that?
Right. I guess not.
You stink.
With their genius
You
Mike Thompson. You stink.
You stink, you.
They call him a monkey because Stern. You don't think we know about Stern, a monkey, and we lost $5. A monkey because of a monkey? Yeah, third place. Yeah, a monkey.
Well, the problem is the producer didn't call him on time. He got up a little late. A little cranky, yes.
Jesus Christ. All right, 617-779-7937. Okay, Fred's still going, by the way. You want to hear some more?
Sure.
All right, let's hear some more.
Part where I said, I know you're going to get fired and that there's going to be a bidding war for this show. Play that, Mr. Honesty.
Third place. Okay, we're playing it. We're playing
and by the way, my bonus for the last book is very nice. I enjoyed that.
How was yours?
Excellent.
Mine was a first place bonus. I'm happy.
I guarantee
you. Oh, still
no
going?
one.
So you didn't think we were going to play that? I've been talking about getting fired for weeks.
Bidding war for his services.
And Rich keeps saying third place. We haven't been third place in years.
True.
It's one weekly. So that's the difference between us. I'll admit it. Rich, why don't we talk about the last 14 months? A random weekly.
Because he doesn't care.
About as random as it
gets.
Man. Like we're happy to have the conversation. Fred and Rich are afraid to have a real conversation.
Right.
I don't care.
I mean, that's what we're doing now, really?
You're a crash and burn. People in the industry, I swear on a stack of Bibles, people in the industry have contacted me and said, Jesus, this is the worst radio I've ever heard. People at Beasley in a meeting, corporate people, talked about when you came across the street and protested against Felger that it was mind-blowingly dumb. You will never get another job in radio. You will be fired before the end of the year, and that will be that. Third place. And
Rich is with you, huh?
Have you ever in your life had someone come up to you and say, I really like Toucher and Rich?
No, but I'll also say that. Is Fred Toucher so pathetic that like now radio executives are his arbiter of taste?
At Beasley.
Radio said that was pathetic. I've never honestly, and I know the Rich listeners say the same thing, that we suck, and they say, I've never had anybody tell me they like Toucher and Rich.
And when I'm off or you're off, you're listening, you go, what am I missing?
When our show started, it took us about a book to beat them. We haven't lost since. And it drives them crazy. And I know we're not in their heads at all, but that's what they... Because radio executives at Beasley said that the Felger thing was bad.
You could say people hate you who hate us. Admit that was great.
I heard from people in that building that they thought it was hilarious.
Everybody. It was a great. It was my idea, which is why it was so good.
Tremendous.
But you executed it perfectly.
But even like
Trenny was sitting there, she couldn't. She was wetting her pants. It was so funny. She loves Felge.
By the way, one thing he's right is I probably will get fired by the end of the year.
Probably.
But so what? I mean, what does that have to do with anything? I'm going to crash and burn?
Yes, you're going to crash and burn.
Okay. And then they'll,
they used to say that about Stern.
Do you think that Fred Toucher might want that to happen?
I think he would love that to happen.
You think he's rooting for that to happen?
I think he's rooting for that.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people are.
I'm sure it would make him very happy.
I'm not afraid of you. You're crashing.
What is he?
I think a lot of Beasley executives.
He's not afraid of me? Are we doing this again? Like, this is a guy who first called me out 4 or 5 years ago because I didn't reach out to his partner when his wife was sick. I'd never met his partner, didn't know his wife. He then apologized, on Twitter and to me publicly for it. Like, we're supposed to be afraid of each other? Are we in a fist fight? Are we doing that?
Yes, I think
he sounds rattled, man.
You're going to beat him up. I know he does. He does.
He sounds rattled. It's nice to own somebody. We own you, Fred. And congratulations on your weekly. That's great. If you'd like one more time, I can go over the monthlies if you'd like, Jerry. If you want me to do, I'm happy to do that.
Sure. I'll jot them down so I can remember.
Rich, and you guys, I don't know if you guys have the balls to play this. Fred, anything you play, we'll play. I'm not afraid of anything that you're going to say because you're corporatized.
What did he say we were afraid to play?
I was going to say I was going to get fired?
No, he was afraid that
there's going to be a bidding war for him.
Okay. Well, I have no doubt Mark Ham and Joe Zarbano would much rather have them than us, or me. Do you have any doubt of that?
No, because there's never any problems, never any issues.
Right.
Probably does whatever he asks.
Yeah. 14-month average, first place, starting in March 2017. This is 2554 male, which is how we judge it. Not counting the WVEI in the Boston market, though I would personally, but that's okay. We'll leave it out for now. March, first place. First place, April. Second place, May. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, holiday book, number 1. January, number 2. February, March, number 1. So there you go. I know we're crashing and burning, but I'm not really sure what else we're supposed to do.
Play that, Mr. Honesty.
Play that.
We'll play anything you like. We'll play anything you like.
People at Beasley in a meeting, corporate people.
People at Beasley. Well, he's coming unglued.
People at Beasley, corporate people.
Corporate people.
That's where you're
at,
a
competitor. don't like you.
Oh, they don't?
Really? I thought the corporate people at our competitor would say, I love Kirk.
It's so weird. Whenever we meet with executives here and they say, oh, you know what show we really love? Toucher and Rich. They're so great. Well, they're so awesome. Is that dumb?
Yeah. They love those guys.
And they say, they also say, I don't know anybody listens to them. Nobody listens to them.
Nobody.
You're crashing.
Crashing.
All right. I mean, okay.
I don't care.
What time is the producer calling you in the morning?
I mean, it's honestly sad. Is he still doing it?
I guess so.
We got to get more. I'm actually enjoying this. You're watching a man lose his mind right now. Lose his mind. You guys enjoying this? Let me hear from you. 617-779-7937. This is the competition. This is Touch and Rich. What do you guys think of them? I want to hear from you guys. Load them up. 617-779-7937. We'll play some more of this stuff. React to that, I guess, and more when we get back.
You know why that you wet yourself? And by the way, your hero Howard Stern has ripped on you on his radio show. Oh, I'm so fed up with it. You are going to be fired, and you will not get another job in the industry because the reputation of you is you're a trust fund kid and that you don't care about your job and that you are liable to cost everyone advertisers. And by the way, your ratings aren't good enough to get away with it.
Boy, it sounds like Fred's talking to somebody, huh?
Got some sources.
Talking about not trusting people in this building. I think I know who I trust and who I will never, ever, 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 ever speak to again. So don't ask me to set up lunches. Certain people. That's over. Anyway,
gone through all the things at the break. T and C R T T R and C R.
So I'm getting these tweets.
C and T T and R.
I'm getting a lot of tweets from our listeners who say, but then I'm getting tweets from some of theirs like, "Hey, you don't have the balls to play this. He tore you a new a-hole." And then we keep playing. I'm like, this is it. I know all this stuff. Like, no kidding.
He's not going to play that. You're going to crash.
I'm going to crash.
We're not going to play that.
Like, people don't like me in the radio business. What are you? What are you? Are you just like this insider radio lifer guy who is afraid of like losing your job? Is that it?
And also around the industry is that you're a Howard Stern ripoff.
What is he? Hold on. What is he? Around the industry? How many people do you talk to in the radio industry?
I don't talk to any in the radio.
Who does he talk to? These executives at Beasley? Around the industry. He's I have Fred, thank you for taking the bait. Thank you for letting us own you. And now we own you. I know now we can play this whenever we want. We can just play some Fred sound and just laugh. Just laugh. Like, it's that easy. We'll do it every day now.
He sounds a little...
I recognize the sound.
Off kilter.
Yeah,
this
I have some familiarity with this. Yeah. He sounds like he's lost his mind. We have more?
And it's embarrassing.
We get that.
I've been in radio for 20 years. Make fun of that. I've been in radio for 20 years. I know everybody in this industry. I'm speaking at the Talkers Convention in New York City.
Whoa. Hold on. This changes the entire dynamic. Hold on. Whoa. Stop. I didn't realize this. We've obviously had a bit of a feud for the last few years. We've been lucky. We've won the last 14 months, the last 5 books. I say luck because everything's about to change. Fred Toucher, wild man, crazy curmudgeon, doesn't care about anybody, the master of the epic rant, is speaking at the Talkers Radio Convention in New York next month.
I'm speaking at the Talkers Convention in New York City. Come out to it. I'll teach you a little something. You don't know the people that I know.
What is he? What the hell is he talking about?
I've been in longer than he has. I don't know any of these people.
So his argument is that he knows people who's going to be at the Talkers Convention. That's why. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that.
You could go.
Well, I'll tell you something.
He invited you.
I'll tell you something right now, Fred. I'll pull it out. I was at that Austin convention, the podcast convention. I know people there. I was a featured speaker.
That's right.
Is that right, Ken?
You were?
I saw it.
Featured. You know what I talked to there? People in the industry.
That's right.
People who I asked them, do you know Fred Toucher? You know what they said? No.
Piece of trash.
They don't know him. Garbage. 3. Garbage.
Did you talk to Beasley people?
I talked to a Beasley executive. You know what they told me? This didn't even happen yet. They told me they loved the Felger bit.
Did they?
They loved it. They loved it. They said they couldn't get... You know what else they told me? I don't want to say this. 2 years from now, my contract's up.
Right.
I'm going over there. I'm going to Beasley. Yeah.
Am I coming with you?
No. You're staying here with Fred. I'm going to Beasley. Because you know what else? Here's something else I'm going to tell you right now.
What?
2 years from now in Wichita, Talkers Convention.
Really?
Yeah.
Talkers Convention in New York. You wanted to take a road trip to New York. There you go.
That's true. He's saying I can learn. What would I learn from Fred at the Talkers Convention?
I know everybody in this industry. I'm speaking at the Talkers Convention in New York City.
Jesus. That's embarrassing.
This guy is like the wild. This is the guy who's like
who brags about knowing everyone in the business.
Dino? He's speaking at the Talkers Convention. He has Kevin Millar on, Pete Abraham, and he's speaking at the Talkers Convention, and we're not the Lodge?
He's the Lodge.
I'm trying to get this all right. Like, it's completely flipped, and he can't handle it.
He is just Kane.
Did you know this, Chris?
I missed what you were just talking about.
Yeah, you look rambled.
I'm just trying to get sound ready.
He's speaking. Why didn't you tell me this? He's speaking at the Talkers Convention next month.
I just heard that.
We're done. We're done. We're done. Close it up. Let's go. Close it up.
You appealed to grandmas and grandpas. We're on television.
Whoa. Hold on. They're on TV?
Yes.
And they're at the Talkers Convention?
I will just, because you tend to exaggerate and lie sometimes. I don't lie. They asked us. They begged us to do that.
Bill Bridgeton. We had lunch with them.
To be on Comcast. Yeah. They wanted us, and we wanted to do it. Our boss at the time didn't think it was a good idea. We were not happy about that, but they wanted us in the morning, Felger in the afternoon. That was going to be the day. They settled for Freddie.
Yes. Yeah.
You were there.
But that's before. I mean, listen, even you have to admit.
That's before he was at the Talkers Convention?
The Talkers Convention changes everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, why are we even. What do we have the day of the Talkers Convention? Because we're going to be fair to Fred here. He deserves this. We're going to do our last show the day of the Talkers Convention, and then we're just going to step aside. I mean, if the other guys, Talkers, and he knows everybody in the business.
You know what we should do? Do our last show, and then we should come back and classic hits. The Monday after classic hits.
You don't know the people that I know.
He knows
Bro Country.
That's not a bad idea. He knows people at Beasley, like execs,
Beasley,
who don't like me. The guy who's beaten them for the last year and a half. They don't like me.
Hey, I got news for you, Freddie. I know people at Entercom that don't like him. Lots of
them. True. I see him every day.
Let's go to Brian and Quincy. What's up, Brian?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's
such a drip. That whole crew over there, and
they buried me, man. That was
into this too.
That was an epic rant. That was.
You know, and Kirk, for somebody that doesn't care about their job and coming in number one, I mean, hook it up and give us some pointers over here. We're all struggling out here trying to make a buck. You know what I mean? But I can't stand listening to all three of those guys. I mean, the fact that you're so in his head. This tells you everything about the guy.
I disagree. Thank you, Brian, for the support.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now, I agree. From September of last year when the show started, of 16, till now, we're in this head. But the circle, the worm itself has turned. The Talkers Convention card, which he had the balls to pull out on the air, changes everything. Everything. I didn't know that.
Speaking at the Talkers Convention in New York City.
Jesus. I didn't realize that.
Ooh.
That literally changed. When you throw a bomb like that, how's somebody recover?
I have the date.
What is it?
Same date a year later as Tony Robbins, June 8th, New York City.
Last day.
Who else is speaking? Let me guess. Some of the big heavy hitters. It'll be
Jess Kane?
He's maybe Francesa.
Members of the editorial board of Talkers Magazine will be on stage.
I cannot compete with this man. I cannot compete with somebody who's speaking on the panel at the Talkers Convention. How am I? And he knows people. He's been in radio, by the way, like a longer period of time than I have, and he knows more human beings who are also in the radio business.
I know.
How am I supposed to compete with
in this industry?
How do you compete with that?
You really can't.
So how do we just? I will admit it right
transition.
now. You win. I know you don't like to. You're inflexible.
Transition to like adult contemporary.
Transition to what?
That's not a bad idea. Transition.
We should do that.
We're on television.
Are we for that?
We're on television.
Bill Bridgeton essentially did everything but filleted us at that lunch. He said, "Please."
True.
And by the way, I'm happy to
100% true.
I'm happy to produce the ratings for Touch and Rich on television if you'd like, which is often a 0.
True.
You want to be on television? Well, we can be on television in a week if you really. Is that really important?
Yes, I want to be on television. Yes.
People at Beasley in a meeting, corporate people.
When we were on
Wait a minute, hold on. It wasn't just regular people? So it wasn't people at Beasley. It wasn't like the guy, like the security guy and the person who works the cafeteria?
No.
It was actual corporate people?
Corporate people against whom we're competing.
I got to tell you, first of all, I have tickets for Springsteen at Broadway. If I can, I probably won't be able to. I'm going to exchange them for this Talkers thing. Do you think they'll be able to do that?
Can you buy tickets?
Well, there's going to be
speaking at the Talkers Convention.
Is Chris Carter, is he selling those? Craig Carton?
There's going to be some fireside chats there, and they're going to talk about the rapidly accelerating technology in the sports media world.
Ooh.
But let me just get this straight. Again, just so I'm clear, just so we know where we're at. I mean, we're never going to win the book again. I'm going to say this right now. It's my prediction. We've won 12 of the last 14 months. We're done after June 8th. Because Fred Touch will be speaking to radio people at a convention in New York, correct?
You don't know the people that I know.
No, I don't.
Is that really what he's bragging about?
Boy, that's what a great card to play, I think, in my opinion.
You don't know the people I know? Sounds like the Big O.
Sounds like
Big O
Lodge.
doesn't say it on the air.
I'll tell you something right now, okay? Elks Lodge, Manchester by the Sea.
You're kidding.
I'll be there again this year.
Again?
Yeah. And you know what? There are people there Fred Touch doesn't know. You don't know them.
People, you don't know the people.
Can we have
I
more
can vouch for that. Kirk doesn't know anyone, doesn't he? No one wants to know.
No, the people here who we used to work with, they want to hire him. You can have him. Good luck. Have you all the conventions you want. We'll be right back.
I know everybody in this industry. I'm speaking at the Talkers Convention in New York City. Come out to it. I'll teach you a little something. You don't know the people that I know.
That's
We're
true.
on television.
Sounds like Glenn. But Glenn would say that privately.
Thanks, by the way, to all the
He would brag
985
about that on the
air
air.
guys. 3 of them who have sent me texts making fun of Fred Toucher during this.
Have they?
Yes, 3 different
Can I
ones.
Same
see?
here.
Who?
Same here.
Come
Very
on,
much
tough
in
guy.
agreement.
Who?
I think you can figure it out.
Zolak and who else?
Not Zolak. Nope. Felger, Adam Jones, and Jerry Trupiano. Who, by the way, Jerry Trupiano will be speaking at that Talkers Convention.
Yes,
He will be.
And Adam Jones is a dad.
The people,
Congratulations.
like you said during the break, we have flipped this around. This is something that if Dino had done that, they would have mocked him.
right. Or
we've
I
flipped
did
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you. I mean, well, you don't do.
They're-
I mean, they never talk about you. But
They're
yeah.
the lodge.
They
They're
are.
the
It's
lodge.
unbelievable.
They have on, Pete Abe's and
Are we doing a remote June 8th from the Talkers Convention? Because if I'm going to learn, I would like to be there.
I think we have to.
Don't we have to?
sure, why not?
I mean, the guy knows
Road
people.
trip?
He knows people at Beasley who are high up.
Wow.
Also knows
And
people
they-
here who are high
and
up.
they hate you.
Yes, that's
I
one
think he
thing that
knows-
people
I think
here and
it's-
there can agree on.
He knows people here high up who also hate you.
And he's on television.
That's true.
I mean, we're dead.
We should just
People
surrender.
at Beasley in a meeting, corporate people, talked about when you came across the
Yeah, Dr. when I came across the street, they didn't like it. So I thought they would have loved that.
Oh God, that's
That was so
embarrassing.
great. Thank you, Fred. Thank you for taking the bait, you dope. Thank you so much. I'm not going to pretend I'm going to fight you or I hate you. I actually pity you now. I have pity for you. The $12 a month for rent in your head is money well spent, though. Wouldn't you say?
I would say.
Jesus. All right, who's in tomorrow? Well, plenty more Fred tomorrow. Can we bring Fred in tomorrow?
Absolutely.
We learn from him. The guy is going to be speaking at a convention in New
Yes,
York.
and we're going.
Yes, a lot of great radio people are going to be there.
We should check with the boss now, see if he wants to send us down there.
What time is David Allen Boucher on? I got to hear from him.
7:30.
Good. Dan Ray will be there again?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Mark
Looking forward to it.
Parento.
Jeez, all these old, washed-up, pathetic
Ladera.
radio personalities. I can't think of another one. Glenn Ordway, by the way, coming up at 10 o'clock with Christian Fourier and Lou Maloney, correct?
That's correct.
Is Ordway speaking at this convention?
No, they asked him. He turned him down.
He turned it down?
Then
He
they
couldn't-
called Freddie.
All right, midday guys up next. Make sure to listen to them. Dale's on in the afternoon with Rich. I don't know who else. And tomorrow
Tomasi.
morning, Tomasi, great. So tomorrow morning we're back at 6 o'clock. We'll see you then.
I'm speaking at the Talkers Convention in New York City. Come out to it. I'll teach you a little something. You don't know the people that I know.
You hats.